What's up, party people, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about products I regret buying that disappointed me. You guys seem to love these videos. Like, these videos get so many views, and if you do enjoy these, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and also let me know why you enjoy them, because I'm very interested to see, you know, what kind of videos you guys like and why you're drawn to certain things. So yeah, I'm all about like a positive and negative balance on my channel. It's not just about, oh, rainbows and unicorns, peaches and cream, everything's hunky-dory. Like, I feel like in order to be honest and in order to be trustworthy to you guys, there's got to be an equal mix of stuff. So if you look at these videos as negative and you're just being mean, you're being rude, you're bashing a brand, first of all, you clicked on it. If you don't like videos like this, don't click on them. Like, don't waste your time. Have more value for yourself and your own time. Because let me tell you, all these mega brands can handle it. It's not personal. It's completely business, and it's constructive criticism. So the first couple of things I have are eyeshadow palettes. Now, I'm very disappointed in these because I really wanted these to work. These are high-end palettes. The only reason I bought them is because they were on sale, but these are ones I've been eyeballing for a really long time, and I wanted to get them to put them in my makeup kit, like to freelance and stuff, because they look so bridally. So I'm talking about the Tartelette palette and also the In Bloom palette. So here's the Tartelette palette. This one's all matte, and this one's more cool tone, but the shades are really pretty. You could create so many different looks with this, and it just screams bride to me. And then the In Bloom palette is probably my favorite of the two because it does have a mixture of shimmers and mattes in here, but I just do not enjoy working with these. Now, I will say I haven't tried these on myself yet. I do want to try them on myself before I completely give up on them and just, you know, toss them out as a disappointment, as a loss. But I've used them on several clients, and I just don't like the way they apply. They're very, not necessarily sheer, but just more buildable. Like, they're not a super pigmented formula, which, I don't know, like, if you're working on clients, you don't have a lot of time. Like, you're on a very strict time schedule, so I don't have time to sit there and build up the same eyeshadow for 5 minutes. If you guys like these palettes, please let me know if you do. I feel like I've heard so many good things about them. I don't know what the deal is. Another palette that I have is one that I really want to like. This is a drugstore palette. This is the Milani Most Loved Mattes palette, and everyone has talked about this. And looking at it, it looks like a high-end palette. Like, this looks just like one of the Stila palettes. I'm not sure what they're called. They're just not fun to work with for some reason. The shades are all very muted and very dull, and that's okay. Like, I feel like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like I have to be in a certain mood. They're not super buttery. They do apply nicely. They are buildable. They're not super pigmented, but I just feel like the payoff isn't as great, and whenever I use these, I feel like it takes a really long time to complete an eye look. Maybe I just suck. I don't know. I have more eyeshadow palettes, and these, again, I'm not completely giving up on them. I want to keep trying them and keep using them because I really haven't used them all that much. I just, you know, from what I have used, they are disappointing to me. These are the CoverGirl palettes. These are newer. These are like the scented ones. This one's not new. This is the True Naked Nudes. And I got this one because this is just a good, like, everyday neutral palette, and I'm really into these tones right now. I just can't wear cool tones. So it doesn't really have anything to do with the formula, because the formula is good for drugstore, but I just can't pull off this shade selection for some reason. It just washes me out. Like, cool tones just wash me out. And then I have these two, which I actually showed in a Get Ready With Me. I did use them. So I have the True Naked Chocoholic, which smells like chocolate, and then the True Naked Peach Punch, which smells like peaches. So they're kind of jumping on the scented makeup train. It's a very pretty shade selection, and I feel like there's something for everyone, but I don't know. I just didn't really like working with them. So I'm just going to keep using them. Maybe I'll change my mind. Next up is the Revlon Volumizing Mascara. So this is a brand new one. But the wand of this reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, and also the L'Oreal Paradise, the one in the pink tube. I don't know what it's called. Except it's not as much of an hourglass shape. It's more straight up and down. But as far as like the fluffiness and stuff goes, and the width and the size, it looks just like those. But this one is a good mascara for giving you thickness and length and a little bit of fullness, but it's not really a good volumizing mascara. It's definitely not the worst mascara I've ever tried, but this one just doesn't hit all the checkpoints for me. So the next thing I have is another eyeshadow. This is a single. This is the L'Oreal Crushed Foil Metallic Eyeshadow in the shade Diamond Dust, number 23. These are brand new. So it's not that I don't like this, it's just the fact that this is like $10. I didn't realize how much I paid for it at the time. $10 for one eyeshadow at the drugstore, that's ridiculous. It's a very chunky glitter, I will say that. Like, it's very powdery, it's got a lot of fallout and kickback. It will get all over your face, I will warn you. But it's a very pretty shade. If you like glitter toppers like this, which I really don't, I don't really use these a whole lot, then you will really like that. It just adds a really pretty, like, wet looking, I don't know, top coat, I guess you can say. It's just, it's not my cup of tea. I have another Crushed Foil product from L'Oreal. This is the Crushed Foil Metallic Highlighter in the shade Rose Quartz. And again, it's not that I don't like this one. It's a very pretty highlighter. You can get a really pretty, wet, glowy look out of this. It just looks way too much like the Maybelline Master Chromes. Like, I feel like L'Oreal and Maybelline come out with the exact same products. I don't know if they're owned by the same company. I feel like they are because they come out with the exact same products with similar packaging at the exact same time. It's so weird. It just looks way too similar. And I feel like this one, the L'Oreal one, just isn't unique enough to keep it. And it's like $11, maybe $12. It's pretty expensive for a drugstore highlighter. Next thing I have is something I just now talked about. This is the ColourPop No Filter Setting Powder. First of all, way too small for the price. This is $9 and you get like a fraction of the amount that you get in a typical loose powder. It's just way too small, but it does look pretty on my skin at first. It does look very smooth and soft and kind of airbrushed, but it doesn't hold up very well. Now, I will say if you have dry skin, this will probably be a really good powder for you because it's not too mattifying, but if you have oily skin, you need the mattification that this will not provide. I get really, really oily with this right around here in my nose area, and that's just not good for me, and I just feel like for the amount that you get, it's just not worth it. There are so many better powders out there. Another ColourPop No Filter product is the pressed powder. It just doesn't do anything. Like, it's so extremely sheer. I got this to brighten my under eye area. Like, this is the lightest shade. Like, it looks pretty light and it does nothing. So the next thing I have is something that I'm extremely disappointed in. This is the ColourPop No Filter Foundation. So we're pretty much talking about all the no filter products from ColourPop that are brand new. This foundation isn't bad. It does look very nice on the skin. It's just, again, in the T-zone, it just doesn't hold up, and I typically don't have that problem. Just the packaging's very cheap looking. It looks very childish. They don't give you a full ounce like most foundations, and they charge you $12 for it. And they couldn't even provide like a clear cap to eliminate the messiness around the pump. I thought this would be like full coverage right off the bat. I figured this would be, you know, really, really long wearing. And honestly, I wish that ColourPop came out with a Super Shock foundation, like their Super Shock, you know, collection, where it's like a weird putty top texture. It's really weird. It's like a cream to powder. I thought that's what they would do for their first foundation because that's what got them started, and they come out with this. It's not bad. I don't hate it, but I have other foundations in my collection that do way better. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below why you enjoy it. So thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel. I have a little button right down there in the corner. Hit the notification bell to be notified of all of my uploads, and when you do, make sure you comment below #partypeople to let me know you're part of my party people squad, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.